it's Christy or Miss Bikini Buns. It is time for my week 49 weekly weigh-in update because I have been on a GLP-1 medication journey for almost 12 months or 1 year. I started my journey July 1st, 2024. This is another tool I added to losing weight for my final weight loss journey. Prior to taking the GLP-1 medication, I was dieting and exercising. I was doing, following a meal plan, and I was also doing cardio and strength training. And then I added the GLP-1 medication because I have the disease of obesity. I didn't realize obesity was a disease until I did a lot of research, followed people who have taken the GLP-1 medication for obesity and are well informed about the topic. And I was like, oh, okay, so it's just not me. It's biology and stuff. So once I took the GLP-1 medication, I surpassed the boundaries of past weight loss journeys. I mean, I even made it into Wonderland and stayed in Wonderland. I've never done that before. I mean, I've touched Wonderland. I saw it for a little while, and then I went back into 200 land and just stayed there and kind of gave up until I felt motivated again to start another weight loss journey. So I say this is my final weight loss journey because I don't want to do this anymore, and I'm finally at a point in my life where I want to take bodybuilding seriously, particularly in the bikini division. And although I'm older, it's okay because it's all about progress, not perfection. Do I really think I'm going to be on the Olympia stage? Maybe, maybe not. But I will be on a stage, whether it's the Olympia, which I highly doubt because those women are just like, wow, and I'm far from that. But I will be on a stage and competing within my means and with what I have. I can strive for it, and that's okay. I can strive for it, but I'm not doing it I'm not doing it just to be in that. You know what I mean? Yes, I would love to be a IFBB pro, but I also want to enjoy my time in the amateur league, I guess, the NPC. I think that is something that can be celebrated as well. So just being an NPC amateur athlete I will be perfectly fine with. I will strive for my pro card, but I also know that it takes a lot of years and development to do that. And at 53 years old, what else am I going to do, right? What else am I going to do? So might as well just do it. And if I get there, I get there. If I don't get there, you know what? You know how many things I've gained along the way because it's the journey. It's not the destination. So what am I talking about? Oh yeah, I'm doing my weekly weigh-in. So there wasn't a lot of challenges as far as external stuff this week. All I had was a Mochi Health appointment. That was telehealth. No extra stressors, thank goodness. No outside dark forces working against my household. Everyone in here, thank goodness, my little fur babies, feline and canine, are all healthy, thank goodness. Humans Homo sapiens here are healthy as well. Thank goodness. There's a lot of things to be grateful for. So as far as that kind of stressors, none. But honestly, the food issues are coming up with me. I am not really sticking to the meal plan as far as what I'm supposed to eat. I'm kind of substituting things because maybe that's a way of telling me that I need some variety. For instance, I am still on my poke craving. So instead of eating chicken, I'll eat ahi tuna. Not really eating the cottage cheese. And I don't know what substitute I'm doing for that, but I just don't want to eat cottage cheese. But it's stuff like that. So I'm not really gorging or binging on other things. I'm just kind of substituting things. And maybe, during the week, eating a little bit more of something that I'm not supposed to really eat. Like I'll eat crackers. But I don't eat the whole box like how I used to, but I'll stop at a certain point, until I feel like I had enough, and then I'll stop. But yeah, and it, honestly, it is reflecting in my weight loss, as you will know in a couple minutes. But that is my biggest challenge. And then also another thing I'm working on is revisiting my strength training, how I implement it. So I've talked about this in my daily vlog, where I'm really looking at my form, and also having my muscles spend more time under tension, which basically means to slow down lifting your weights, because you just don't want to throw it up there and do it as fast as you can. You actually want your muscles that you're working to actually feel it. So it can be it can be stressed in the right way, and then because when your muscle fibers are a little bit damaged, it breaks down a little. That's when your muscles grow, because it has to repair, right? That's the whole thing of weightlifting. So yeah. And working on my sleep. My sleep is going wonderfully. Because I don't have to work. I've been taking a lot of naps during the day, and also my sleeping during the night too. Not a lot of trips to the bathroom, but it's because I used to do like 4 to 5 trips to the bathroom. Now it's maybe 1 or 2. And also I'm sleeping during the day for like maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. And for now, I'm just going with it, because I'm very sleep deprived during the work. When I go to work, I really am. So what else? Yeah. So that's basically my week. Been getting some school projects done. I finished my winter printing project. Everything is all done now. Everything is cut, paper clipped, sorted, put in its containers. Just finished the daily math word problem prompts. Hold on. Just finished that on Monday. No, it was Tuesday, and then Wednesday I finished Wednesday, Thursday I was working on the flip books. And then I think this upcoming week I will be doing the pencil holders and other projects. And then I got to start doing the projects on the computer. Getting the beginning of the year documents ready, the open house, the meet and greet flip book ready, things like that. So there's always something to do. That is why I'm just trying to do little by little, because if I save all of this for the end of the summer, imagine how overwhelmed I will be, and the stress level is going to go up, 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 up. So that is why I'm doing little by little and trying to get it done. And I already got one big task done that I usually do during the summer, which is the printing. Because I used to spend maybe about a week of going to school and copying all this stuff that I did in the winter break. But I decided to do it then so I could have the summer to actually do other things so I don't feel extra overwhelmed. But yeah, it's all a thing. So, over the years, just learning better methods in order to be more organized and have things rolling a little bit better. Because during the school year, I do not like feeling rushed. I do not want to relive the first 5 years of my beginning of teaching, because it just felt like I was just living in chaos. So I tried to refine what I do. So during the school year, all I really have to do is think about teaching, instead of thinking about teaching and what resources do I need to run off, for what kind of copies do I need to do. And if I do need to make copies, it's, I make it. But just to already have those on hand, just so I can just pull it, that's even better. Then I don't have to worry about, what's coming next, because I already know what's coming next, because I already ran it off on the copy machine. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. That's one of the ways I try to reduce stress during the school year. So anyway, here we go on the weekly weigh-in. So May 31st, the end of May, I was 153.7 pounds. June 1st, 154 pounds. June 2nd, 154.4 pounds. June 3rd, 151.7 pounds. June 4th, 151.2 pounds. June 5th, 151.6 pounds. June 6th, 152.7 pounds. And today on Sunday, June 7th, 153.2 pounds. So I lost half a pound from last Sunday to this Sunday. But did you see in the middle of the week, I went all the way down to 151? Yeah. See, my body just likes to give me that, Anyway, so, at least I'm in the 150s, the lower 150s. I passed the 155s. Yay! So hopefully, I'm hoping that by the end of July, okay, maybe by the end of June, I will be in the lower 140s. And then by the end of July, I will be in the lower 130s. So let's see if I can make that happen. Because I don't want to just all be talk. Because I noticed that when I try to give myself goals like that, it just backfires. But let's try to overcome that and actually fulfill goals such as that. And see what happens. But yeah. So stick around for my check-in pictures, and I will see you, and my weekly injection for week 50. And so hopefully week 50 will be so much better than this week and the week before. So I'll see you later. Where's the mouse? Oh, there it is. Bye. bunnies, it's Christy or Miss Bikini Buns. I'm here to give you a glimpse of my weekly injection for week 50. Yes, well, I'm on week 50 being on a GLP-1 medication. So 2 more weeks and it's been a whole year, right? So I'm on week 50 of, going to go on week 50 of my GLP-1 medication. Here is my medication. It is 75 units, 12.5 milligrams of retatrutide. So here I go. And this is my GHK-CU for my skin and stuff. So yeah, I'm all into those peptides. So here I am in my gym attire for today. So you get to see my wrinkly tummy, my wrinkly my poo belly. Winnie the Pooh. Yes, cute belly, yeah? Winnie the Pooh. Anyway, so here I am. How come I cannot? I'm gonna move this to the side. You can see my all that loose skin. See my loose skin? Okay, anyway, you can see my loose skin. I'm gonna pull this down, and you can see my loose skin. Yeah, and then I'm going to choose a spot where there's still subcutaneous fat. I have to go like this. Okay. I'm just going to show you the retatrutide, not the other one, because the other one I have to do it in my thigh. So I'm going to insert. And then push down the plunger, and there we go. That was my shot. And I gotta be careful because I don't want to get poked. Okay, and then there you go. I'm gonna pull this back up. Hide some of my Winnie the Pooh belly. And sit down and come back to you. So here I am. That was week 50. That was for week 50 for my weekly injection. And stick around for my next week's week 50 results. So see you later. Bye.